Hello, Specs and Raiders. Gustavo, Silent. Appreciate you guys. White t-shirt. Sin, welcome on in, everyone. Got me just at the beginning of my stream. What? No, mic is on. What are you talking about? Can you actually not hear me? Like I had to switch scenes. Okay. Thanks, Specs. And thank you, White T-shirt, for the follow. I appreciate it. How you doing, guys? I know Specs, you were streaming Fortnite with both Silent and Gustavo. Was Sin playing with you guys as well, or was he just chilling in the chat? And did you guys have fun? Get them dubs? Get them #1 victory royales? Yeah, Fortnite about to get down? Get down. Nice. Hell yeah. Now I will have to get my stuff started here. You guys can fucking shut yourselves out if you want to. Literally sitting at the title screen here. So damn, that's a lot. Pacific? Not sure what you mean by that, Gustavo. If that's like a skin or something that they come out with recently. And we go with the full screen for this one. So, when we last left off in Etrian Odyssey II, we had just gotten to the last floor of the 4th stratum, Petal Bridge. I was joking when we were on the previous floor that once we get to the 5th stratum that we run into a bunch of one-way doors, and that would be the next gimmick. Turns out that was this entire map. So kind of work your way over here, past this FOE here, all the way up and around this way, all the way through the top, the most roundabout path possible. Eventually get a little shortcut down here, which you can make use of by taking the left door, going down here and then up here, and then eventually you make your way into this room, which gives you your final shortcut just before the boss. I've actually already beaten this boss off stream because I wanted to make sure this was doable before I went live again, because the boss of the 3rd stratum is ridiculous, like as hard as the final boss of the first game, if not more difficult, at the halfway point in the game. This one, thankfully, has similar tricks, but has a much more straightforward difficulty curve. Just to talk about a couple things I did before going in here. I haven't really retooled builds quite so much. We still have maxed out Ricochet. We've got our Ice and Volt. This boss does not have particular weaknesses apart from pierce damage. They are resistant to all elements except for Volt, but they are not weak to it. So we're going to be getting good use out of Nuna's Raizuki, Ice Thrasher. Will be using Thunder, and then I'll be using Ricochet when we're not busy healing everyone. We might need a few attempts on this one. I would like to beat it on stream, but if this takes more than like 3 to 4 attempts, then we'll just load my completed save. I have got some special equipment here. I bought the bug piece for everyone, which provides us with confusion resistance. I've also got a head guard on Kana, so that he can cast all his healing spells if need be, so his head won't get bound. And I have the bind wall on myself. Not as good a resistance, but it will prevent my arms and head from getting bound, which I need to do pretty much everything. So, onward. We got a little bit of story. As you walk amidst the falling petals, you hear the beating of wings from somewhere. You look up to see Kanan, chief of the Winged Ones, whom you spoke with at the entrance. He flies down towards you and executes a graceful landing. I see that you reached this point safely, members of Tigers. His voice carries sincere respect for your victory over the Labyrinth's hardships. It must have been a challenge for Earthbound ones to reach this place, But your challenge is far from over. Beyond this point is the Queen of the Sky's lair. Since you have done so well in coming to her domain, I wish to do all I can to help you. Is there anything you would like to know? I'll answer anything within my power. Kanan looks at you, awaiting your first question. What will you ask about? The people of the sky. Kanan answers your query in a proud tone of voice. We are whom of which you speak. Almighty Nu made we sons of Father Ish and Mother Isha. We obey Almighty Nu's commands and live in this forest by the sufferance of the voice of God. Kanan holds his head high as he speaks. You doubt you can learn anything concrete. Ask another question. Yes. What about the voice of God? You ask the chief of the Winged Ones about the voice of God. He looks up into the sky and gives it some thought before slowly responding. Almighty Nu gave birth to us, and his voice dictates the laws of our kind. In times past, our leader, meaning myself, heard God's word in the holy place. We were given several commands. This is the oldest of them. Escort those who bear the pact to the path of to the heavens. You have fulfilled these words. We were also told to carry the injured earthbound ones to the heavens. Why? I cannot say. We did as we were told and carried scores of earthbound ones to the sky. What happened to them? We do not know. We do not ask. We do not enter the castle. Kanan breathes a deep sigh. You are more curious than ever to know why they carried humans to the castle in the sky. You consider asking Kanan, but you doubt he will speak any more of the matter. And lastly, about the Queen of the Skies. The Queen of the Skies, you wish to know more about your adversary. Kanan's face takes on a stern cast before he continues. That demon bird suddenly appeared before us, out of the blue heavens. We were preparing to receive the word of our God when it fell upon us mercilessly. Many of Civetta fell victim to the foul bird, and we were forced to abandon the Holy Land. Ever since, many of our best warriors have given their all to defeat it. The result was always the same. Many died, and our ties to the Holy Land were lost. If you defeat it, we can once again commune with our God. Much is resting on your shoulders. The Winged One smiles and continues with his speech. The Queen of the Skies has a beautiful yet deceptive voice. Beware of that in your battle. After delivering this warning, Kanan blesses you and promises to pray for your safety. That's the last question. With no further questions to pose to Kanan, you thank him for the information. Kanan acknowledges your thanks with a nod and points to the door behind him. Our former sacred ground is past this point. The demon bird makes her nest here. Whether or not you can ascend to the castle in the heavens depends on this battle. May Almighty Nu bless you, tigers. Kanan slowly rises into the air, looking down after you until he vanishes. The door before you is the entrance to the former Holy Land of the Winged Ones. You can open it and challenge the Queen of the Skies, or head to Lagarde and prepare. As you enter, an exquisite singing voice pours from within the former Holy Land. But you are not deceived. As veteran explorers, you can detect the malice in the hall. The monster, with the brilliantly colored wings, must be the Queen of the Skies you must defeat. An enemy with power beyond any you have encountered lies before you. Prepare for battle. Alright, well that will do another quick save so that we don't have to repeat all that dialogue, because that is something that got real annoying off stream. As always, this game kind of just comes down to RNG manipulation. So I'm going to try to remember the pattern I took to get a good fight with this boss. If we beat it and get a bad fight, I might just load my other save anyway, because I got through it using only like 2 items. It was a pretty good run. After I had to do this twice because I stumbled upon some new dialogue and fuck, I need to go through all this on stream. So this isn't really necessary, but I think we want to start off with a provoke. I've tried Deadlaw in the past, but this boss very quickly becomes a DPS race. You do not want to overstay your welcome. I tend to always get confused on the first turn. So we're going to go straight for a Purify. And this should do it. So this is why we need those accessories. We are now going to have Kirsten on the offense. Not going to do a whole lot of damage, but again, better than nothing. For the remainder of the fight, we can pretty much be reactive, I believe. We want to heal pretty much every turn with salve. And that's why. Very significant damage. That can also cause us to go blind. Thankfully, that does not matter significantly for Kana because he's just going to be healing us. So we're just going to keep healing the party until the boss demands otherwise. Again, Kirsten, not a significant damage dealer. The blindness is fine. We're going to keep pushing through. And this turn, everybody starts getting bound. But what's nice is we can still attack. We can still use Raizeki, Ricochet. And I think we still go with a salve and then on ice because he can't act. We use a Theriaka AX to remove our binds. Okay, that wasn't the hottest turn, admittedly. We're actually going to have Kirsten use a BX. We're going to use Raizeki. We're still going to salve. Optimal. Perfect. Maybe not as good as my best run, but this is still pretty solid. And we're going to keep another salve and Volt, and this should seal the deal. Boom. And everybody gets all the experience for once, which is a good feeling. Ice is actually in the lead right now as far as experience is concerned. Believe me, Cthulhu did take a couple tries, and I did have to spend a lot of money to resist confusion, because that would severely fuck over the team. Resisting binds on Kana and myself was also fairly critical, and honestly, I just got really lucky with a simple RNG pattern that I still remember even now. All right, so I'm just going to quickly map out this room real quick. So I did not complete that quest with Ardalind yet, but I did most of the other exploring except for another little path with some conditional doors that require certain classes. And there are some events that we'll probably go take a look at, just to get them out of the way on stream. But first, we're going to head to the next floor. And we're going to mark this tile as being where the boss spawns. Well done, Tigers. You recognize the voice of the Winged One's chief, Kanan, as he appears before you. Is this the power of the Almighty No, or was this done by your strength alone? Kanan regards you, impressed, before looking up into the forest and continuing. We have recovered our holy land and are honor-bound to grant you access onward. Beyond that door is the path to the heavens. If you would tread it, continue with care. Kanan points the way to the door on the far side of the hall. You may continue deeper into the labyrinth, or head back to Lagarde to prepare. Ooh, that's new. That's almighty new. Ha 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 ha. I guess I'll still represent this as a staircase. Onward and upward. 5th stratum, Heavenly Keep. Ooh. Ooh, it's looking stormy out there. Let's do another quick save, just in case. As you draw near the formidable edifice floating in the heavens, a voice echoes in your mind. Who approaches my stronghold, my sacred heavenly throne? I, the overlord of the heavens, created this keep. No one may enter without my permission. No one is nearby, and the strong wind roars around you, yet the mysterious voice goes on. You ponder an appropriate response to the one who calls himself Overlord. Cite the ancient pact, demand his identity, or ask for the Grail of Kings. Citing the ancient pact seems to have worked so far. You allude to the ancient pact which seemed to pacify the winged ones. The mysterious voice falls silent for a time before speaking again. The ancient pact. You descended from those who left me and fell to the earth. The voice continues in a scornful, condescending tone. If you acknowledge your error and wish to return, I shall welcome you with open arms. Enter my stronghold, shed your transient life, and gain the blessings of eternity. The mysterious voice falls silent after this. You wonder whether you should continue down the path, or use caution and return to Lagarde. Alright. Whoa, this is a very bright environment. Okay, yeah, so now this is basically the fourth stratum from the first game. We got the people movers. Admittedly, not a fan of the color palette so far. This is a bit of an eyesore. Let's return to town. It's supposed to be a castle in the sky, but it looks pretty mechanical, like magic mechanical. Would not be surprised if aliens are involved. That's a good call out, Cthulhu's. But yeah, I feel like we have escaped from the progenitors of the human race, and we made our way to Earth and spread human life around. But yeah, I would not be surprised with the way that the first game went if we went into alien territory. Yoto. That could be. Hey, why? Woo! Ha Woo! All right. That's a pretty cool looking katana. We're not going to be able to get for a long time. Okay. Let us start re-equipping our gear. And that should do it. Okay. So as exciting as it is to explore the new stuff, we got some old stuff to wrap up that would probably be good to do sooner than later. That said, first thing we want to do is store a bunch of these. We're keeping the bind resistance ones and these hero orbs with us because they're very, very good. And I think we're going to store these in case another boss can inflict confusion on us later. And I think we'll throw the bug piece on one of our reserved characters. I cleaned up their inventory a little bit, so I think we got a spare slot somewhere. We'll just put that in storage with everything else. Okay. Let's nap. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of this other save. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's start handing in some quests. All right, so one, we had to find a wood rose. It said something about mining for this on a particular floor. It's actually south of a chop point, and it was on its own separate tile. I didn't actually have to chop for it. You dig a few times and you find some piece of black gunk that kind of looks like vaguely like a rose, and then eventually you dig up like a crystal ball that looks like a blooming rose that's been frozen in time. And this is for the guy that's been trying to woo some random woman in town with rare gifts. You're back. I meant to talk to you about that request. Wait, you found it? I hate to be the one to tell you, but the request was canceled. You're not gonna believe this. I barely believe it myself. Those two are getting married. After I sent you on your way, the tosser came in and I gave him a piece of my mind. Have you no pride? I said to him. All a real man needs to woo a woman is his own body. And what happens then? The tosser comes back, lady in hand. He thanked me for giving him the guts to come out and propose to her. And listen to this. She'd already fallen for him the moment she saw him. What does she see in him? That's what I'd like to know. According to her, she didn't want any fancy gifts, just an honest display of love. I couldn't believe my ears. She didn't want anything? Does such a lass really exist? Sure enough, that's how the request was cancelled. Feel terrible for you lot. Just between you and me, we're mates, right? Oh, I have a proposition of my own. If you don't need this roast thing, I feel bad enough that I'll buy it off you. No, that isn't why. You're way off base. I just feel bad for you a lot, is all. Look, I'll just buy it, okay? Here's your money, and all sales are final. Now go home already until next time. We got some gas. Okay, Law and Order. This is part of that ongoing beast taming thief quest. We got to a certain floor. He approaches us immediately, and we're like, haha, not this time. We called him out for his guard disguise because they didn't want to invest in any other sprite art. And like some of the other quests where a bunch of monsters are storming their way to town, we just had to get in the way and fight some scorpions. Nothing too difficult. They're strong on their own, but as we discovered, they're weak to being instant killed. Oddly enough. Good to see ya. So, did you catch that thief? Ah, now that's what I like to hear. Oh, and as he was trying to make his way out, there was one scorpion that escaped and killed him. Yeah, I heard as much already. It's hard to believe that the bastard really had in mind. I owe you my thanks. You did quite well. A lot of people praising tigers these days. He wasn't a Legadian, just some foreigner posing as an explorer. Turns out the man was so notorious that he's wanted in 4 separate countries. I know the Grand Duchy is awfully grateful that you were able to bring him in. I don't know if it's worth all the work you did, but think of that as a little bonus. Ha! Here's your reward with a little something extra from the Grand Duchy. Thanks again, you lot. Again, much like that really large floor in the 4th stratum in the first game, we just had to follow the right path on the 3rd floor, particularly that big room with the giant praying mantis in it, the stalker. Really just had to comb around the circumference of the room and take the right path around a couple forks in the road. Really, nothing crazy. Yeah, you did it. A messenger from the Grand Duchy just came to deliver the news. Something about that monster's house was warping the forest. It's one eerie place with monsters like that around. Anyways, glad to have you back. Here's the reward. Care to make a donation? Come back anytime. And yes, we got the Volt Fruit, which is a rare take on the 4th stratum. Made a Volt gun, brought it to this one dude, who then told us that we needed to hand this one monster that's been causing trouble its baby back, and that should calm it down. So that's going to be an ongoing quest chain as well, it seems. Ah, you're back. I heard from one of the guards that you'd finished the quest. They sent you to meet some weirdo, huh? He didn't do anything strange to you? Well, you're a pretty strange lot yourself, so I guess you'd get on well with him. Huh? Huh? Who are you calling a weirdo? I'm nothing like you. What rude children you lot are. Take your reward, weirdos. See weirdos around. Oh god. And again, as a recap, we're gonna want a level 50 Ronin for this one. This we can do now because the destination for this is apparently on the 21st floor, which we have just reached. Okay, let's quickly organize our inventory. So we just got... Oh yeah, we're gonna want an extra BX, if we have one. Yeah. And as far as our jars are concerned, so we already got paralyzed gas. May as well deposit this one though, because those can be useful for farming stuff, especially poison gas. We do not have a stab jar stocked up, so we'll throw that in there. I think we already got a frost jar. Yes. So we'll install that. I'm not sure what would make those items good. I think they're entirely dependent on your tech stat. So maybe if the alchemist used them to avoid spending TP on a turn, but I don't really see the point in that, to be completely honest. All right. List Mania. Maybe we can complete this right away. Help the guards collate information about the labyrinth by reporting at least 350 distinct items. Yeah, that one. Well, remember the Grand Duchy was looking for info on the monsters? Just like that, but for details on raw materials and equipment. What sort of effects they have, where they can be found, that kind of thing. Must be nice being a god, huh? Sit around while explorers do all the work for you? Here you are busting your hump while they leech off the fruits of your hard labor. I ask you. Well, I suppose we don't have it so bad here compared to some places I've heard about. You do an alright job of looking after the city, and the pay isn't so much. Anyways, get the details from the Duke's palace. But don't tell him what I just said. Hahaha, good luck. Let's see if we can complete that right away. Oh, and the boss was called Harpuria. I probably should have, read that, but...
Ah, you must be the explorers from Tigers. Yes, I remember you now. The data you acquired on the labyrinth's creatures proved to be quite useful. As you know, we are constantly gathering information on the nature of the labyrinth. Much as we'd like to pretend otherwise, it is a wild place and we're far from mastering it. The key to greater control over the labyrinth is information. We hear your name spoken often, not only from Cass, but from the explorers and from other explorers and citizens. And so we would like you to lend us your services once again. Our current project is to compile all available data on raw materials and equipment. We would like to see 350 entries on raw materials and equipment from you. Once all of it is recorded in the item compendium and gear registry, report to the bar. There you may collect a reward commensurate with your efforts. I wish you the best of luck.
I don't know if this is original dialogue or not. No, that's not new dialogue. Okay, we still need to get the Holy Grail. That's already a mission that we've undertaken. You've logged over 350 entries on raw materials and weapons. Wow! Hey, you're back. Looks like you finished without a hitch. The Duke sends his regards. Looks like you're getting some recognition at last, huh? Haha, well, I can't resist telling stories about you, so I'm partly responsible. A bar isn't just a place to get plastered, you know. All manner of folk come through that door asking about anything you could think of. He who controls the information controls the world, eh? Huh. Keep the stories coming, eh? I'd love to hear them, though I can't reward you for those. Speaking of which, I've got your reward right here. Come back anytime.
Stormjar.
Okay. The Courageous Knight. I have an extra rook and a bishop. I'll trade them for a knight. Ah, there you are. Ha! That quest again. Are you getting used to it by now? More chasing after golden chess pieces, but this time won't be so easy. See the ones you have so far. Ah, I knew it. Our client wants the knight piece, but you've only got the king. That means you'll have to find a knight piece somehow. By the way, it shouldn't be a problem if you have more than one of a given type. If you find. So it's up to you to figure out a way to get that knight. You might well know someone who already has a piece. Why don't you ask around? Good luck.
Let's see.
Just to save some time. Also because I'm going to want to look up the location of that one place to deposit the old coin. Knight. Quest. Oh, okay. So apparently, we're gonna need a level 20 plus Lance Connect. So we're gonna store that away. Apparently, Kanan on the 20th floor, just chilling in the boss room after the fact, is who gives us that. All right. In the cold white night, High Lagarde's winters are harsh, and we must be ready. Help us prepare for the coming season. Ah, which one's this now? I see. You came at just the right time. That one there's from the Explorers Guild. You registered with them when you got here. I don't know the details. That lady came by, but whenever she talks to me, I get so off kilter. So I think you should be the one to talk to her instead. Haha. Good luck. An ethical dilemma. There's something I would like to ask, but I don't know if I should. Ah, that one's from the same girl as always, your friend from Saitoth Trading. I don't know the details, but she seems to be in a bind. I suggest you go see her as soon as possible. She looked a mite frazzled. Help her, why don't you? The value of knowledge. There's something I want you to retrieve for me. Oi, that's one of the strange requests I've seen posted. You remember when you had to meet the animal expert in the forest? He's the client. I don't know much. He said he wants to meet you. He said he wants you to see him for more details. Please, tigers, please save my shop. That sound like him? It's a good thing you lot are the ones to do this. Eh? Well, because I don't even know where he is. Just go wherever you met him last time, I suppose. Wasn't it on the 18th floor? Well, good luck. Animal expert, okay. Yeah, okay. And then we'll grab settling a bet. We already did this one. So we'll just get the old coin and then go to Saitoth. Welcome! Oh, tigers, did you come about the quest? I'm not sure if I should be asking you to do this. I mean, you're already working so hard to climb Yggdrasil and find that floating castle. But I need you to defeat some monsters for me, and I can't ask you to do it. I'm sorry. You don't have to take the job. Just go back to the bar and tell Cass I said it was okay to take the reward. Can we just go back in? No. Let me just make sure there isn't like a twist ending to this one. Okay, so apparently we're just going to do some back and forth. And... okay. We should be fine. Nah, what happened? Did you meet up with the girl? What the? Job was over before it started? What the devil's that supposed to mean? Well, if the client says so, I suppose it's alright. But I think you better go have another try at asking it, don't you agree? Might be easier getting her to talk if you go at night, when she's got fewer customers. It's up to you. Whoops. Oh, hi! The job? You didn't take the reward? Why not? Okay, but please don't do the job if you don't want to, okay? I heard this from an explorer who came to the shop. No, I can't. I just can't ask you to do this. It's okay, really. I'm sorry about this. Thanks for trying to help. Huh? What's wrong? She said what? Don't you know how to stand up to a wee little girl? Just because she says that's okay doesn't mean it is okay. You gotta pry it out of her no matter what she says. Here, try this. I happen to know she has dinner at 9 in the evening. That's your chance. Head to the central city to find her. 9 in the evening. Got that? Okay. Guess we're gonna go walk around in the dungeon for a hot minute. I know you. You guild tigers, right? What business have you here? Ah, so you'll be taking on my quest. Have you heard the details yet? Yes, I assumed as much. As you may know, the winters here are extremely cold. We must prepare in advance, but the influx of explorers has caused a population explosion. The Grand Duchy is taking the matter lightly, but at this rate, we'll be unprepared. Our duty is to foresee problems and compensate for them. You take my meaning, surely. I would like you to gather 3 crab apples, 3 art branches, and 2 bloom woods. All of these things can be found in the labyrinth. Some may be difficult to find, but I expect you can handle it. Good hunting, tigers. Yeah, so all of those are take items from the 4th stratum. So, we're just gonna pace in a straight line for a moment. And while we're doing this, I'm also going to refresh my memory because there was this nonsense here. So we're going to need Ice, myself, and Kana. And then we're going to need to swap out Kirsten or Nuna for a Hexer. Probably makes more sense to swap out Nuna temporarily. And as I said before, I've already explored all those doors that required the tree key, with the exception of the one... Fuck. It's past 9 p.m. I got distracted. Oh, okay. Well, okay, fine. It's a little bit generous. Hello, Anna. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good night. Oh, hi, everyone. What brings you here? Oh, hello there. Speak of the devil. It's been a while. How are you? The girl. I tried talking to her since she didn't look well, but she was preoccupied. Sounds like she has something to do with you. Is there anything I can do to help? I was just telling her how much you could be trusted. All right, I've made up my mind. I have a request for you. Will you hear me out? Listen to her story? Yes. Thank you so much. I heard this from an explorer who was in the shop not long ago. His guild defeated a monster in the northwest part of the 19th floor. It attacked first and they had no choice but to kill it, but its child was left behind. I know monsters are a pain for explorers like you, so it might be strange for me to ask, but ever since I heard that story, I've been worried sick about the monster child. Can't you please do something so it doesn't die? I don't know what monsters like to eat, but I bought some food that it might eat. Please save that baby monster, I'm begging you.
Birdseed. Alright, that might actually be the monster from way back at the beginning of the third stratum that we've been doing this whole big old quest chain for. That sucks, Anna. I hope whatever's going on is something that gets resolved quickly. If you'd like to talk about it, like if it's not too heavy, feel free to bring it up on stream. If it is more of a heavier or personal topic, definitely wouldn't mind talking to you about it off stream if you think that would help. Otherwise, feel free to keep it to yourself. I don't mean to pry, but I just thought I would offer. All right. Let's see here. Our inventory is getting a little full, even with all the stuff that I've put into storage. This is getting a bit much. So let's store some more things, and yeah, let's store these hero orbs, or at least one of them. Nah, we'll store both. And then we'll probably do something with this quill boot. Because I think the only reason we have this is because I swapped... Yeah, the fur boot can be equipped by everyone. I'm gonna just... thinking about whether I should hang on to it or give it to someone else. Quill boot. Okay. And we got these plum shoes. I don't think anyone else is wearing shoes, though. Ah, that sucks. I'm assuming you're talking about Valorant. Yeah. I get why they do it, but it's one of the reasons why I typically stay away from competitive modes. That said, at the same time, there are games that will allow you to matchmaking competitive regardless of rank, and that just creates kind of a miserable experience for everyone. Because if the rankings are correct, it doesn't really know how to matchmake properly, and you run into situations where you either get matched up with some really strong people, or end up stomping some really weak people, and it doesn't feel very fair for one side or the other. So I definitely understand why they design stuff like that. Okay. Let us... where is that event? So, okay, so the ending to that quest is going to be... Oh, it's like right at the start. Hold up. We may as well just wrap that up then. Let's go to Heavenly Keep. There we go. Yeah, no, for sure. Is there not like a casual mode that you guys could have played together? Because I know that for certain games, people do recommend playing competitive mode so that things are more balanced. I know that's probably an issue that I've personally run into with Apex. I would probably have more fun playing Apex if I played competitive rather than quick play. But then you run into that problem potentially.
so this should be the true ending point for this quest. A lonely skeleton sits here, its back resting against a broken bridge. Dressed in armor, with a sword at its hip, it is undoubtedly an adventurer's corpse. Could he or she have discovered this castle long before any other explorer? You think back to the tale that Cass the bartender told you. The adventurer who believed that no one else thought possible, and climbed the labyrinth. It's certainly possible that these are the remains of that courageous soul. You hesitate, wondering if this is where you should leave the old coin that Cass gave you. Leave the old coin here? Yes. As you place the old coin in the corpse's hand, you notice that it is holding something. It is a note addressed to the bartender. You swap the coin for the letter and say a silent prayer for the woman's soul. Tucking the letter away, you take your leave. Obtained the old letter. And we'll quickly report that in. I think that's a bummer. I think they should have stuck with Swift Play, but yeah. I guess the question is how much the dynamic is different between the two modes. I can understand them getting tired of it, but personally, I play those games to play with friends more than anything else. So I had my stint with competitive. Eventually realized it wasn't for me. Unless it's kind of like the quote-unquote way to play a game, I wouldn't personally be interested in doing that again, especially if it requires like omitting somebody from the team. But at the same time, I also understand how frustrating quick play can be. But I would talk to them about that personally, but it's up to you. I know having those sorts of conversations can be rough, but I'd say do it. Now you're back. Did you find it? This is... never got a letter from her before. I told you, I made a bet with her. If she won, she'd get a shiny gold piece. But if I won, I'd have asked her to help me run the bar and to live here with me. She was quite a woman. Headstrong, selfish, and second to none with a sword. And I loved her. Yeah. Even in her last message to me, she's asking me to pay up. But I did. Thanks to you lot, I kept my promise. I really appreciate this. Thank you from the bottom of this wicked old heart. Now for your reward. Hey now, that's not part of the prize. You bunch of jokers. The things I put up with from you. Come on, you chuckleheads. Take your money and get out of here. Alright. I'm assuming that cash bonus is for getting the true ending. We are going to... we're gonna store that Fizz Mist, because that is a really good defensive item. Okay, so let's get these quests out of the way, and then we're gonna have to bring Maud out in the stroller. Okay, so this is gonna be like the northeast, I think, and then that's a whole bunch of take items and animal expert. Okay. So we should be... We can take the geomagnetic pole. While we're here, we should hit up those event spots, actually. So could you guys not have done unrated then, or does the difficulty get weird and unbalanced because there's no like matchmaking or whatever? And Kanan is apparently there for the night quest, but we're gonna need to grind up Gustavo. Oh, we also defeated not one of the. Did we actually take on one of these guys? Hold on. Can we be lucky? No. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're just. So this floor is incredibly mean. The Petaloids show up, and they'll just put your entire party to sleep with a high effect chance, while the Scorpions just nuke your team one by one. There are also these worms that have an attack that does like over 100 damage to each of your party members, and you can basically two-shot your entire team. So this floor is actually incredibly dangerous. I was actually quite concerned. But thankfully, if you use the art of RNG manipulation, everything's fine. Now we're gonna take a stab at fighting this. Ah, gotcha. So you're just kind of joining like one friend who is already kind of playing with a bunch of other people. That can be rough. Yeah, even though I might seem outgoing sometimes, I'm very much awkward in those sorts of situations. All right, so Volt King. I'm just gonna look this up for myself because these guys are incredibly tanky. Again, I could do this off stream, but you know, it's a thing. So its weakness is fire, and it's immune to lightning. Okay. So I think what we're gonna want to do is use Deadlaw. We could try. I honestly forget how dangerous this guy is. This as long as we don't use lightning. I do know that this guy has some kind of pretty nasty attack that he'll use later on. Welcome in, Ice. How's it going? We just beat the boss of the 4th Stratum on stream, and we're doing some cleanup with some quests and some other miscellaneous stuff before we move on to the Castle in the Sky. Okay, here it is. Yeah, he'll hit the party random numbers of times. Healing is probably more important. Okay. Not great. Let's use a nectar. That sucks. Okay, let's try and parry. Let's use a Medica 3. Yeah, that's the problem with this boss. Yeah, no. This is an off stream. We're just gonna exit. And do the events that we got here. Commission stuff. I didn't know you were an artist, Ice. Is that something you advertise on your Twitter? Oh God. Or do you mean you found people to commission? Oh God, these worms. Yep. Okay. See, this floor sucks. It is going to be way faster to just restart the game than just wait out the fight. Gotcha. Some nice budget-friendly art. Good stuff. Hope to see some cool stuff on your timeline then. Okay, we're gonna do a quick save here, and we're gonna just take different steps than before, and boom, we got a preemptive. Oh, this is the worst combination. They will put you to sleep and wipe out your entire party in a single turn. Oof. That's it. Things are not going to be faring much better for us, from what I've read about these events. Oh god. Oh no. I mean, hey, at least everyone's awake. Problem is only Kirsten. Oh, actually no, we've started getting faster, I guess. There we go. Because before, only Kirsten and Nuna could act before the Paddleoid would put everyone to sleep. Gotcha. Just thought I would ask, because it wouldn't be the first time that someone's dropped a surprise like, oh hey, I also do this. As you investigate the area, you discover sap dripping from the tree above you. You are somewhat curious as to how it might taste. Drink the sap? Yes, we're Canadian! The tree sap is sweet and very effective at curing your fatigue. Fonuna drank the sap and recovered 30 TP. Unfortunately, you weren't the only ones still interested in the delicious sap. You feel a hostile presence, and before long, the monsters emitting it ambush you. Oh no, it's Quebecers! They thought they would get some cheeky, what the fuck is it called? It's literally just maple syrup on snow. Tears sur la neige. Yeah, it's literally just called maple syrup on snow. Well, there you go. But we got a preemptive attack at least. Be gone. This is Anglophone hours. Maple syrup is mine, you bastards. Alright. Uh-oh. Everyone is dead. Okay. We're gonna keep doing this, unfortunately, until we get off of this floor. It's just this floor. Every other floor is fine, but like the fights on here, the stupid bugs and the pedaloids, just set you up for failure the instant you get into the fight. Is there a dish that I feel represents myself or my VTuber? That represents me. This is incredibly basic, but I'm gonna go with a Canadian pizza. In that it's very simple, but it's also, again, a Canadian thing. I obviously like to bring it up a lot, and I end up bonding with a bunch of people over the very superficial aspect of like, hey, you're a Canadian, get in. But at the same time, it's nothing to have any national pride over. It's nothing unique. It's just pepperoni and bacon pizza, I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna double check. Bacon and sausage, I think. Pepperoni, bacon, sausage. Or is that meat lovers? No, mushrooms. Sorry, it's been a while since I haven't been buying many frozen pizzas, and the brands that I buy nowadays don't have Canadian because I'm getting Walmart shit now, which is not a Canadian company. But yes, it's pepperoni, bacon, and mushroom. So completely non-unique, just whatever, but hey, it's Canadian for some reason. And I honestly kind of relate to that vibe because like the number of like Canadian people I've surrounded myself with online and also introduced to random Americans, the fact that we have now in many cases outweighed the number of American friends we have in some cases. And the fact that we have blended in so generically, it's like you wouldn't think it's a Canadian thing, but it's called Canadian. So that's I think that's the best description. If you want to talk about something that represents maybe my VTuber a bit more, Raptor and Cthulhu's were actually having a conversation in our DMs about Tiger Stripe ice cream, and there is a milkshake place in their neck of the woods over in Western Canada that they let you mix and match milkshake flavors, and they were thinking, okay, well, Tiger Stripe is like orange and black licorice flavors together. So what would a white tiger ice cream be? Would it be coconut and licorice, or would it be vanilla and licorice? And then I suggested, well, you gotta throw in a bit of matcha as well for my green eyes. You know, that's the thing that sticks out. I'm not sure if I would suggest anything blue for such a dish, but it might be an interesting combination. I'm just not sure if vanilla or coconut. I guess. I feel. See, I'm thinking more of a dark blue though, Cthulhu's. Like that's the thing I always want to be clear on. Is when it comes to me and my color scheme, it's always a dark blue. But I always want to draw more attention to the green of my eyes. As you investigate the area, you find a strange fruit above you. It would be a simple matter to pick the fruit and eat it if you so choose. If you so chose. Pick the fruit? Yes. The moment Kirsten touches the fruit, it explodes in a forceful blast. It was a literal pineapple. Kirsten lost 400 HP. God damn. The fruit that bites back. Here's where some person brings up the trivia of the acids in pineapple will dissolve you as you eat it. You are constantly bewildered by the variety of traps and snares the labyrinth holds. It's more HP than Kirsten has, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 366. Not strong enough to resist the allure and the power of the pineapple. Okay, and for our sanity, we're gonna use a threat because I'm tired of walking through this floor, man. It's rough. It's not a fun floor. You just walk a couple steps, get ambushed, and then wiped in one turn. It's kind of like the war bulls that we run into on the third stratum. Oops. Nope. We're going to go to the pole. Yeah, that certainly makes sense, Ice. Okay. So apparently we want to go to the northeast. There's also apparently, I don't know if there's an event here, but there is something on the map for this that says that apparently you can fight petaloids there. So I want to check out that tile. I don't think there's going to be anything there. It's possible that it's just a unique like encounter thing. Kind of like the Yggdrasil buds in the previous games. I'm not sure which is the... Oh, I just noticed that we have not mapped something out completely. There should be an X here. I may have taken a wrong turn. But the thing we want might be up here. Because I think it was A something? There we go. You feel a strange presence and crouch down. There's a small lump in the grass. You investigate it to find a small bird wrapped in fur. The bird remains still, looking at you with its dark, beady eyes. You think back to the quest you accepted from Abigail. You swore to feed a baby monster that had been orphaned in the labyrinth. This must be the same monster child the girl referred to. But the bird is a monster at heart, and may eventually grow up to attack you, or others. You wonder if the benefits of being merciful are worth the risk involved. Give it the food? Yes. As you offer the food to the little bird, it eagerly swallows without a moment's hesitation. Though this is a monster that may eventually be your enemy, you are showing mercy for now. You recall Abigail's face as you agreed to help and decide it may have been worthwhile. The bird finishes its meal. It seems to have regained some of its energy. You leave the remainder of the food nearby, so as not to leave it in danger of starvation. Touched by the bird's innocence, Ida feels at peace after helping it survive. Ida recovered 10 TP! There you go, Birdman. There you go. And that was totally not Ice just getting a bit of inspiration about how he may prepare the bird as a dish as it ages. And oh yeah, if we feed that bird the right stuff, it'll get mighty big and meaty. It's gonna feed the entire party. It's gonna be great. Whew. Exactly. Oh, we got a Volt Fruit. Well, how about that? I don't know if we need multiple, but you know. Okay, so I think that's everything we need to do on this floor. And then we need to meet with the animal expert. So now it's going to be the fastest path to the beginning. And yeah, as the time changes on this map, the spawn locations of the monsters cycle through. Not sure if we're gonna get lucky enough to escape without running into that FOE. There we go. Haha! You fool! Oh, how beneficial! I forgot to clear that marker. It's almost like this was planned. It wasn't. While walking in the forest, you notice a familiar shadow in front of you. It stands up from its work of picking up twigs when it notices you approach. You've returned! Are you here to grant my request? You nod and he starts to fill in the details of the request. Your kind is strange. My request is not hard. I only want you to retrieve something. You may be glad to hear that I know exactly where it is, but there is a problem. The man frowns after saying this, then slowly continues. The way there is so narrow that neither myself nor your kind could get through. But I've seen your kind use beasts here. I thought one of them could make it through. Northeast of this floor is a small passage. I want the black mushroom growing at its end. When you have it, deliver it to the man at the bar. His request made, the man stoops again to gather his twigs. You tell him you'll be finished before long and leave the area. Okay. So, let's do some renaming because I might have to abandon this quest at some point. Animal expert. And then this, I was actually looking at this. You need a solo beast to go through a doorway up there. That is not something we're going to be able to do without leveling up our friendly neighborhood spectacle bear. So I'm just trying to figure out what the fastest route here is going to be. Okay, yeah, that's going to be the fastest route. Okay. It's time for Operation Cat Stroller. I don't know which time of day is going to be better here. Exactly. Oh yeah, do we have to talk with... No. We can hand in that quest. Ah, you're back. I heard this story. A baby monster, eh? Are you okay with this? There's so many monsters in the labyrinth already. If it grows up to be dangerous, you'll have to shoulder the responsibility. Well, that's all I'll say on the matter. Just remember, your actions have consequences. Ah, and here's the reward. Just make sure the beastie you fed doesn't have you let off for the second course. Ha ha ha. Got ourselves a cut jar, and then we're good. Okay. I don't really see the point in having more than... So we got Flame Frost, got Bash Stab, And then the storm jar. Yeah, we'll store that. And then we'll save. Yeah, unfortunately, Cthulhu's is going to have to be paused to the ground. The not so happy feat. Okay, so I think we're still going to want Kirsten. Honestly, I don't think Maud's going to survive any of these encounters, so we may as well just put him in the front. Yeah. I don't know if it would be better to actually... Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I'm just realizing something. We could have prepared for this better. Because, yeah, we're gonna have to deal with one of these guys without Nuna. Okay. Mod doesn't even have any skills. Fair enough. We can try Risk Ice. I think that's a bad idea. Oh, what do these guys do again? Pain and Dance. I think I'm just gonna queue up a salve preemptively. Bro. Yeah, no. Okay. Okay. We're gonna defeat this guy first with Nuna, and then we're gonna come back with Mod. Yeah, admittedly I forgot. Definitely forgot. There's also some other random stuff I think I'll cover here. So that's going to need a solo beast. I'm going to do that off stream because that's going to be super tedious and require leveling. Same with the Lance Connect stuff. I might do the transaction with Kanan on stream just for the dialogue, because I think that would be interesting. This we still haven't done. This requires a solo survivalist. I'm going to have to level up Ditto. All of the extra doors are on the second and the first and second stratums. So this also requires a solo beast. There's an event down here. This requires a solo troubadour. Again, not great, but with high enough level, it should be fine. And then these are just Dark Hunter and Survivalist. And then this door we can't open because the wyvern is apparently behind there. So I might remember to do this on stream just to get the dialogue there, but the rest of these, I don't know if I want to bother doing them on stream or not, just in the interest of entertainment. Because all the one-way path, the class gates, if you will, they all have the same dialogue. And we're still gonna do a cheeky save here. Oh god. That's awful. How much did we get bound? Okay, head is unbound, so we should be okay for the most part. We'll queue up a normal attack, ricochet, freedom. Yeah, okay, there's no point in doing that. So we'll parry. Oh my god. We're not going to queue up Risk Ice because I'll just instantly die. We're going to queue up another Freedom just in case. Because Nuna's doing most of our damage right now. Ooh, that was a good turn. There we go. Ryzuki should do good damage. I'm just going to keep using Freedom. We can probably DPS race them. It's gonna be close. Let's just have you attack at this point. I think we need to heal. Ooh, good turn. And there you go. Okay. So we're gonna thread out. We're gonna be running for most of the encounters, but I would like to have as much TP as possible for healing. Okay, formation. Baby on board. That's a big number. As nice as it would be to have the extra escape attempt, I'm not going to bother reviving Mod until we need him. So I will map out this place better at a later time. But for now, what we are going to do, this is the 17th floor. So basically what's going on here is there are some paths behind doorways, and you have to take specific ones. There will be one dead end and one route with a FOE behind it. As you examine the wall before you, you find a stone monument with a small gem set into it. There is writing engraved here, but it seems ancient and utterly unlike anything you recognize. As you take turns examining the writing, you can hear your alchemist mutter something. A strange language begins to ring as the gem in the center shines brightly. It appears that your alchemist can read whatever is written here. You can now use the activated monument to teleport to the other side of the wall. Alright. Ow. As you look around, you can see something shining far beyond the brush. You strain your eyes and discover that is some sort of emblem engraved into a rock. A shining gem is embedded in the emblem's center. You are certain beyond a doubt that magic is present in that emblem. As the rest of you debate on how best to reach the gem, the gunner pushes you aside. With a single well-aimed shot, the gunner hits the gem and activates the spell. The nature of the magic seems to have been wind-based. You can barely remain on your feet as the spell draws you to the other side of the wall. The spell's effect will wear off with time. Now is your best chance to cross the wall. Continue onward. Yes. And let us heal everyone before combat. As you explore, you sense something in the brush before you and approach it with care. You're surprised to find a large beast. It's injured and breathing heavily. You are taken aback, but the medic in your party moves into action at once. Your medic skillfully examines the beast and asks for your help in treating the wounds. Thanks to the medic's diagnosis and treatment, the beast recovers and leaves the area. Once it's gone, you notice that its hulking body has trampled a path for you to use. You can use this path to cross to the other side of the forest wall. Yeah. All right, Maud, you're alive. You sense a peculiar presence nearby. Your search reveals a peculiar sight. A row of small black creatures is lined up here. The group carries a flat pedestal. You freeze, thinking that they may be a new type of monster, but they don't seem hostile. You stand puzzled before the black creatures when your hexer pushes you aside to step forth. The hexer mutters a few words and the black creatures respond with sudden excitement. Your hexer explains that they are called Kododama and can be ordered about with curses. With them at your command, you can use the pedestal they carry to climb over the wall. And now we have reached the end of our journey here. How am I representing these, actually, now that I think about it? Okay, we are actually representing them as two ways. Because I do want to map these out, and I will need to see those tiles because the FOEs that lurk. I'm going to leave the notes. Oh, this will be fun to escape. Oh, good job, Mod. Damn. Cat's fast on his feet. Obtained circlet. That also reminds me, back on the 21st floor. Quest rod. What's that gonna do for us? Okay, so that's for if you want to use Caduceus, which we're not going to have points for, I don't think, in this playthrough. We got a steel gun. And an expel coat. That sounds like mage gear. I don't know, it's for everyone. And, ooh, it's pretty good. We'll probably want to give that to Nuna. And this steel gun, finally, we can get our accuracy back to where it used to be. Back to Nooch. Alright. So that was a good exploration. We'll leave Mod at 1 HP because that's actually a meme when it comes to the Hexers in this game. Because their skill Revenge does damage based on their health difference. So what you typically do is you walk on damage tiles, heal everybody except for the mage, or otherwise just get them killed and revive them, and then they'll just deal like thousands of damage at 1 HP. Alright. Call party. Yes, exactly, Cthulhu's. What is it called in Dark Souls? Hyper mode? Actually, that would probably be way more useful for someone on our back line. Nah, I'll give it to Nuna, after all. What was the game on the second floor? I think it was a Dark Hunter. And a Survivalist. Oh, we've also got the circlet. I don't want to forget that. No, we'll hang on to that star plate. The circlet, I think we want to give to ice. Oh, no, it doesn't give... it's just TP. His tech is only really used by the alchemist. Yeah, we'll just give that to Nuna. Nuna's got all the one-off stuff right now. All right, and before we get back to business, who should we take with us? So we definitely want Kana. We're gonna take Becca. I was gonna grab Cthulhu's, but we do need to level up Becca because she's the one that we're gonna end up using in this playthrough. And Dark Hunter and Survivalist, so that'll be Ditto. And then Kirsten and Nuna. Okay. I know Wooly mentioned it during Reggie's playthrough of Dark Souls. So I think it probably came up at some point before then. So we could have actually... None of these rewards, unfortunately, are going to be worth anything to us. Because it turns out we could have actually explored this area, like, way long ago. And the other two doors are just the dialogue for the Gunner and the Alchemist, I believe, which we've just seen. You look around and find a path beyond the forest wall that you may be able to access, but the way to the path is blocked and there seems to be no way to walk through it. Just as you had despaired on passing the forest wall, the Dark Hunter present speaks up. With one stroke of the whip, the Dark Hunter latches onto a thick branch on the other side. If you use the whip as a line, you may be able to make it over the wall. Yeah, a bullwhip, which is not going to be useful. Because we've gotten better ones from quests. As you investigate the forest, you feel a faint breeze from beyond the swall of trees. It seems that the path continues beyond the wall. While you consider different ways to get past the wall, the Survivalist points upward. Above the wall, a high branch juts out invitingly. The Survivalist nimbly jumps between the trees, landing directly on the branch. With your Survivalist help, you fasten a rope to the branch so the entire party can cross. And that got us a short bow. Again, we very likely have better hand-me-downs from quests. Now we're just going to do that one event and see who gets pranked by the game. It was a simpler time back here. And going at that with a solo troubadour might not be too difficult. There are some like reasonably difficult FOEs that spawn in this section. Like on the other side of that door, but I think you're supposed to avoid them. And this is one of the doors. Nothing fancy happens, there's no special dialogue. I wonder if one of our reserve party members is going to get the honor of interacting with this event. Ooh la la. As you walk, you find scattered items at a trail's dead end. Could these belong to another explorer? You notice a fur boot, along with bloody rags. You're almost certain that you encountered a similar situation on some previous adventure. The choice is yours, to reach for the fur boot or leave it where it lies. Reach towards it. Yes. You gingerly pick up the dirty boot. It's rather heavy due to the ivory-colored stones its previous owner hid inside. Obtained Evil Rock. As you marvel at the stones, the ground begins to shift unnaturally. The dreadful monsters who likely killed the boot's owner ambush you. These are the raid moles. Oh, we need to... Hold on, can we... hold on. We might need to... Becca, hold on. Let's just do this normally. I'm not sure if Becca would have had enough points. This is the FOE that spawns on the previous floor that I was talking about. Becca and Ditto are about to bite it big time. These guys have a conditional drop like the gourds where they need to be defeated while bound. Specifically arm bindings. Normally I would use my gunner for that, but... Oh well, this is a mistake. Those FOEs on the previous floor should respawn soon anyway. Let's see. We're just gonna try Kubiuchi and see how that goes. Yeah, Nuna's really gonna be our only source of damage here. I'll try going for poison, I guess. Oh, this is not possible with this party. Okay, you know what? We got the dialogue, and we had a save. So I am just going to do that off stream and get the conditional drop from those guys. Yeah, that is not viable with the party that I brought. All right, back to our main objective. And we got the short bow and the bullwhip, and we can get rid of the Zamiel gun finally. All right. Back in action. I am aware of that, Cthulhu's. But apart from the Scylla boss fight, I have not really been given reason to do so. And that's a significant time investment. Because I'd have to fight the snow souls. Which I will do eventually, but like I have not really been in the mood to do a lot of solo grinding. I just kind of want to progress, you know? Oh, that was... What are we got going on for quests again? Right. Okay. Okay. Woodbat and Mandrake. These are early enemies from the previous game. And they're not very strong. Interesting. Not how I expected this stratum to start off, honestly. Uh-oh. These guys can be difficult sometimes. And they usually have elemental weaknesses, but we'll try a ricochet nonetheless. Ice and electricity. Okay. Big ice weakness. Lemon core. Alright. I think Cthulhu's, you made this joke earlier about them looking like they would taste like a starburst or something. Feel like that's that prediction is coming true. Yeah, a lot of those, like, hey, it's this hard candy, but it's gummy now, don't capture the original flavor very well. Not a lot of conditional drops on this floor either. But the enemies are definitely hitting hard. Are you angry? No, you're just... Oh, now you're angry. Well. Not that I'm afraid of that FOE necessarily, I'd just like to be able to map out his path adequately before I defeat it. Uh-huh. Gotcha. So that's kind of like a twisty... So that goes like, yeah, yeah. Oh, you're angry now. Delightful. Nightmare. All right. Kablam. Nuna slept very peacefully. Let's just explore this path. Oh, hello. Yo, 10,000 bucks. Oops. I'm not gonna say no to that. And Mandrake, what do you have? Probably charcoal from defeating it with fire damage if it's anything like the first game. Coal brick. Fair enough. So let's deal with you first. Yeah, sounds like a good pull. Oh, that's just instant death. Uh-oh. Okay. I know in some Mandrake lore that is a thing. We can read the move name momentarily. But yeah, I think it was something like that. Yeah, let's escape this way. Fair enough. Yeah, thus far, this floor is not super difficult, but very TP intensive. Yeah, I didn't want to make this the longest stream. So I think we might call it after we finish this floor off. Unless something crazy happens. Wow. Nuna literally killing it. Good job, Nuna. Okay, to answer your question, Cthulhu's, yes, it was a scream. So yeah, mandrakes pop out of the ground and they scream so much that they pierce your ears, so probably like ruptures your eardrums or something to that effect. That said, you do not get to live. Kablam. A lot of the late game enemies don't have any resistance to instant death, which is nice. There we go. Yeah, so this is kind of twisty-turny. Yeah, I think now might be a good time to level up Ice's fire magic. Kablam. Which we should have the points to do now. Yeah, more TP would be nice, but he's already got a lot. So I think we're probably fine to learn Inferno, and then we'll do analysis. Because as much as I would like to have these skills, it has yet to be a significant problem to need an attack that hits all the enemies. And analysis gets really good toward the end. It basically gives an additional 55% damage if you're attacking a opponent's weakness. And behind the scenes, there are actually different resistance values depending on the enemy. All right, everything is now mapped out. I just as soon run from these guys. That might have been a mistake. This is going to be an even bigger mistake. I tried to save Ice's TP at the cost of Anna's. Alright. So that's been mapped out. Let's go see what this guy is. We're probably not going to be able to defeat it. Deathman! Okay. Okay, Deathman. Let's see how you like Deathman. Seem to be decently weak against electricity, but ouch. All right. Okay, definitely doable if we have TP. Which we don't. So we'll come back and fight the Death Man. Before we end stream, we might actually go back and take a look at Salamox. That one super boss that we had to pass up. yeah, exactly, Cthulhos. I understood that reference. Oh, these guys drop arc branches. That's actually really nice. This might be a mistake. No, we're good. We might not actually want to defeat them with fire, because it might actually be preventing us from getting other drops. Uh-oh. Well. We'll just do this. Oh, no, that doesn't do that. Oh, okay. Perfect. Yeah, we still need something from you. Yeah, no lightning. Let's just keep instant killing you. Yeah, fire. Oh, no luck that time. Black Hoof. There we go. No thanks. Rude. So 1, 2, yep. It's gonna go that way. There we go. Oh, there's a couple FOEs playing Ring Around the Rosie here. As much as I like to keep going down that path, is there one behind us? Now, I did briefly look at a map for this floor earlier, and I don't remember a lot about it, but I think we're actually getting close to the stairs here, which is why I'm kind of gunning it. Let's see. Aha! As you explore the wondrous castle in the heavens, the mysterious voice sounds again. Those who have fallen to earth, what are your feelings on the dispensation of nature? The question perplexes you, but the mysterious voice has not finished speaking. The dispensation of nature is death. Those who live will one day die. It is inexorable. What if you could defy it, however, thereby overthrowing death itself? I have researched the problem of death for many aeons. You shall be put to good use. The greater one's vitality, the more effective the sacrifice. The mysterious voice falls silent once again. You have no choice but to press onward. So remember, we are looking for the Holy Grail, ultimately. For the Duke, so I think this is all going to be about like trying to research immortality and like create the heavens. Like the actual like metaphorical heaven. As you walk through the castle, a shining wall blocks your progress. Boom. And just like that, we got a shortcut. We're just gonna go to that item spot while we're here. Oops. It's on the wrong tile. Is there an item back this way? No. Chop. Gum string. Alright. Alright. Fair enough. Let us get out of here. Let us buy some bread. Save. Collect our quests. Nuptial preparations. My father won't come out of the labyrinth. I want his approval before I marry. Please ask him for me. Healing innovations. A newly discovered item from the labyrinth has very useful effects. Collect more to assist our research. Outpatient treatment. At last, we have backing from the Northern Academy. We need your help to spray the dying trees. Hopefully we can complete some of these on stream. Yeah, that quest. It's from the same healer as before. You'd be perfect to handle this one. I haven't got the details, but I hear they've discovered some new medication. If all goes well, the economy should get a little boost from that. And of course it'd be a boon in your line of work as well. Anyways, head to the hospital. They can tell you more there. Good luck! I'll see the next patient now. Where does it hurt? Oh, it's Guild Tigers. You must be here about our request. Thanks. We appreciate this. Our recent research has led to some new breakthroughs using materials from the labyrinth. We can't take all the credit, since it was explorers who found the raw materials. But our initial tests on humans indicate that these compounds have medicinal applications. We've always had theories along these lines, but the experiments were never stable. But with this new substance, we finally got a stable result. Isn't that amazing? With this, we can minimize the loss of lives. Oh, sorry about that. It's just a pet topic of mine. I need you to acquire some more raw materials for us. Specifically, 2 life honeys and 1 true shard. I heard you can get them from the monsters of the 25th floor, but that's unconfirmed so far. We're in close contact with Cytops Trading, so sell whatever you find to them. Good luck to you, and thanks again. Okay, so that's not until the 25th floor. So we're just gonna hand that back in. But yes, I know Life Honey will get us some good stuff later. You taking that quest? What? No, I wasn't laughing for no reason. I'm no freak. It's another job from the doc, you see. Looks like he's got some good news for you. Why don't you head over to the hospital and ask him about it? Ah, are you taking on that quest? It'd be a big help. It's from a lad around here. He's a god's only child, and he's a bit of a bookworm. His dad was having none of that, and said any son of his should be practicing the sword. The lad dutifully tried his hand at the labyrinth's beasties, but he's so clumsy. It's a sad story for them both. I guess you can't force someone to be who they're not. But the next thing you know, the kid gets cozy with a lady scholar without telling dad. She's supposed to be some type of astronomy professor at the Grand Duchy. Well, the dad went ballistic. He stormed off to the labyrinth and hasn't been seen since. Now the 2 young scholars have decided to marry, and he wants his dad's approval. I couldn't stand listening to the boy any longer, so I told him to file a request. Oi, a quest is a quest, ain't it? It even has a proper reward. Come on now. Where to start? Well, the dad's a career soldier, so he wouldn't stray from his duties. He's usually posted on the bottom floor of the Heavenly Keep. Good luck up there. Welcome on back, Gustavo. We are still Odysseying. How you doing, man? Hope you had like some good dinner, had some good rest after your fortnighting. Right, we are talking to you. Yes. Can I help you? Oh, you came. Thank you. Do you remember the medicine my assistant was testing solo? The one for the withered trees. The Northern Academy has finally approved its use. This calls for a celebration, if it weren't for you. Oh, there you are. Doctor, everyone is here. Please hurry. Oops, sorry, I lost track of time. I'm so unprepared. Anyhow, I'd like you to... Come on! Everything's ready! You have to go! That man, when he gets started on medicine, it's like he enters another world. Anyway, we should go too. Wait, he didn't tell you anything? But it looked like he was talking so much. Oh, I can't believe him. Okay, I'll explain. That salve I was testing was accepted by the Northern Academy for general use, so we'd like you to come into the labyrinth and help us apply it to 4 areas: northwest of the 2nd floor, northeast of the 6th, south of the 9th, and the center of the 15th. If anyone is injured such that they can't walk, we'll put the whole expedition on hold. As you'd expect, an outing of doctors and their assistants is very safety conscious. I'll come with you, just try to make sure no one gets heavily injured. Now, shall we head out? Okay. So that's another one for the sake of my sanity. We're gonna hand that back for now. Okay. Yes. Oh, why you know it, man? I'm doing all right. Work's been work, but we keeping on. Etrian Odyssey is going very well, at least. Okay, Scourge, Sonic Claw, Jazzerite, Rune Tweed, King Aspis. Some new armor might be worth the upgrade. 2 points, not really. Jazzerite. From the Sar Plate. Not super worth it. And then Rune Tweed. From the Fine Robe. I think we'll keep rocking with what we got for the time being. We'll need to get some upgrades sooner or later, but I think we can do better. Yep, let's stay the whole night. Is this like a personal thing or a work-related thing? Okay. Yeah, let's finish exploring this floor here. I'm also gonna look up where that guard is. Now that we've explored this floor. Ah. Okay, we're gonna metagame this for a sec. He apparently spawns as of midnight. Yeah, no worries, man. If you want to talk about it off stream, that would be cool by me. But yeah, if you don't think it's worth bringing up on stream, hope it's nothing too stressful, or that the matter's been resolved. Yeah, I've also got something coming on myself on Monday. It's been stressing me out a little bit. Nothing too big. It's just one of those like awkward things I got to do because of some requirement from work. But it may have an impact on my potential work schedule going forward. As if they haven't stirred up enough shit for me this year. Ah, I see. Alright, so the guard... Well, at least it's been resolved for now. As you walk the castle's hallways, you've come across a lone guard. He glances in your direction without paying much heed. What do you want? You come here to try to change my mind? The guard has anticipated your quest, it seems. You're unsure how to proceed from here. Heh, beggars. This is a nice place, isn't it? Real peaceful. Brings back some memories. You step beside the guard and look to the sky, but all you see is a dark green ceiling. Tell me, is my boy refusing to get hitched without my approval? All comes down to this point, it seems. You carefully weigh your response. Much hinges on appeasing the guard. Will you tell him? Yes? I'm starting to regret not saving my game? The guard heaves a small sigh at your response. I see. You're probably right. He's always been that way. Always eager to please me, to get in his dad's good graces, and he hasn't changed. The guard looks directly at you and chuckles softly. When he finally came to me and told me straight up that he was engaged, I was happy. But if he's changing his mind based on what I might say, I've got to question his resolve. It's clear my son isn't ready for this commitment. Tell him. His dad doesn't approve. With this, the guard walks deeper into the castle and disappears from your sight. This can't be. You failed to understand the father, and the son will pay the price. You feel as though you must set this right, but where has the man gone? You hesitate, unsure whether to find the guard again, or to put the whole business behind you. So does that complete the quest? Here, hold on. This quest design is actually getting really annoying. For this type of game, okay. That's a really unhelpful quest guide. It just says, just let's lie to him. I'd like to avoid doing that. Okay, it seems like it does continue. It seems like everybody's management has just been up in the bullshit. I thought I had escaped most of this stuff, like when everyone is being like, oh, everyone's trying to get people to come back to work and blah 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 blah, but it's just like, it seems that a lot of managers are just obsessed with fucking over people as much as possible during and after the pandemic. Because it's not like the quest is complete. So can I just go back and talk to him again? No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna figure that out on my own time. And so I'm also gonna hand that one in. Because that's just a huge pain. Alright, how are we as far as our inventory is concerned? Okay, let's finish exploring this floor, and then we'll go fight Salamox. And there's some events on this floor. And we're also going to fight one of the Death Man.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. My manager also changed recently as well. Thankfully, so far, until the other shoe drops, they seem to be a lot more pleasant to deal with than my previous manager. But they're cracking down on a bunch of stuff at work right now, so... until proven otherwise, I suppose. As you continue through the mysterious castle, you spot a small button on the south wall. It seems to have been neglected for years, but it somehow manages to catch your interest. Though pressing it seems to accomplish nothing, before long, a disembodied voice sounds. Listen, all of you. Our country has completely vanished. Our old home has no more meaning. A new leader must now... I will create an arc. New Utopia. The mysterious voice abruptly ends there. You cock your head, marveling at the strange phenomenon, before returning to your quest. I wonder if this is going to be a continuation of the plot from the first game, since this is definitely a direct sequel. In that... it still doesn't explain the presence of the tree, but I wonder if the solution for the global catastrophe or whatever is let's just go into the sky. Fuck it. Right, it's going to be more TP efficient to just heal that. Okay. And... I'm just seeing where all the events are. So there's actually one more over on this tile here. Storm jar. Okay. We did refresh our takes, so we'll go and grab something else from the chop spot here. I'm still going to be liberal with quick saving because we want to save as much EP as possible for the Death Man. It's always silly to me when there are enemies in the game that are just called something so straightforward like that. More gumstring might be good for something. Oh wait, we don't need to update that. We'll just fight one of the other death men. Perfect. Maybe not the best strategy if this takes multiple turns, but we'll see. Let's use Raizeki, Ricochet, heal. Parry. Not the greatest damage, but we can probably finish the fight in time. Perfect. Hey, we got both of its drops. Assuming it's only got 2. Bye. I'm just gonna go that way. Perfect. You give a cautious look around you for anything. Look around for anything out of the ordinary as you approach the wall. Satisfied, you examine the wall before you and find strange hieroglyphs drawn there. It is nothing like the written language you know and will be quite difficult to decipher. You could try to decipher it with the knowledge you've gained in your adventures. Decipher the script. Using every half-remembered scrap of information, you slowly piece together the meaning. Your lips move as you begin to understand, involuntarily reading the message out loud. You who suffer, chant my name. I, Kolimos, servant to the Overlord, shall heal you. Immediately upon reading the last line, you stiffen as a light rises from beneath you. The light disappears with no ill effect, and indeed your body feels lighter. It seems the light was meant to heal rather than to harm. The party recovered 400 HP. However, the glyphs on the wall begin to crumble, as if their duty has been fulfilled. You silently thank the castle's mysterious power and hurry onward with your exploration. I kind of wish more of these were, like, multiple use. Is there really nothing in that room? Yeah, guess not. I should probably fight some more of those mandrakes to get some of those arc branches. God damn it. All right. So you are like 2 spaces ahead. And one to the left. Oh, that horse hits hard. We do not need to take that path. It is already clear. What's going on there? Hmm. It's another chop point. Ooh, and it just crossed midnight. Wonderful. Gum string. Yeah. Oh well. Dustin, welcome on in. How's it going, man? Thank you for the raid. Hope you're having a good night. What were you streaming? Truly, truly wholesome.
No, absolutely the fuck not. I do not drink blood. I drink cum. Don't fucking.
Ah, yes. Never sus. Never allude. Always wholesome. That was a very appropriate clip. You know what? Sometimes the shoutouts speak for themselves. Murder by Numbers does look cool. I did grab that from Epic. It's currently free if anyone else is interested. I think today might actually be the last day to grab that, and I think Elder Scrolls Online is also free right now. So if you haven't checked the Epic Game Store, you might still be able to grab that before the games cycle out. I actually check out ESO myself personally, but it always looks like a generic MMO to me, and I do appreciate the first-person Bethesda exploration. But anyway, man, did you have fun with Murder by Numbers? Was it a good time? Did it live up to your expectations? Or if there were no expectations, was a pleasant surprise? On my end, we're currently playing Etrian Odyssey II, the second of my favorite dungeon crawling series. And we just got to the last environment of it. Before the super secret, super hard one that the games always end with. So we have reached the floating castle. And we're kind of wrapping up stream ourselves shortly. But we're gonna take a stab at an optional super boss that earlier in the game we were encouraged to run away from. But now I think we might be able to take it on. Might end in failure, but that's how it goes. I'm not the biggest when it comes to puzzles, but there are some games that do it right. What's the game that it's based on again? I forget. Picross? Yeah. I do enjoy Picross. It's my favorite newspaper puzzle game, so to speak. Okay, so that goes there. I really enjoyed the Zelda Picross game that was available on the 3DS that you could get for free from My Nintendo or whatever. Not sure if you still can, but that was a thing that was available for a while. eShop's gone now, so I suppose you can claim that now anyway. But eventually that did get super hard when they stopped giving you less straightforward hints and just kind of went like, some of the ends of the lines will just be blank, figure it out. Those ones would take me a while, admittedly. Yeah, glad you had fun, man. By all means, as per the usual when it comes to raids, if you need to get something to eat, drink, or get some rest, by all means, if you'd like to hang out while we potentially get our butts whooped, you are more than welcome to witness. All right. So let's rest, and I think we're just gonna go to the second stratum and go up. I think that's gonna be the fastest route. Enjoy your snack, my dude. What you snacking on? Earlier, I went out of my way. Well, not earlier. A couple days ago, I went out of my way to import some buffalo wing Cheez-Its from the U.S. They were pretty good. Kind of wish we had them up here, but they're kind of equivalent to a flavor we already have. So it's nothing too like, oh man, I wish these are the best thing. I'm gonna have to get more. No. They were really good. They're definitely one of the best flavors, but still not like. I wouldn't go out of my way to get them again, but it would be nice if they started selling them up in Canada. Ah, beaver tails, nice. And I think I've still left myself enough time to cook something for dinner. I'm gonna try and experiment with the new rice cooker I got. All right, there they are. So we might have to give this a couple shots as we kind of feel out the strategy for this boss. I already know that the secret is to defeat the boss with a fire attack. All right. Cthulhu, I was mostly comparing it to the hot and spicy, in that the way I described it on Discord is, so the buffalo chicken has the same level of spice, if not like a slight bit more spice than the hot and spicy flavor. It's also got like a bit of a vinegary taste to it from the buffalo sauce. It doesn't taste significantly of buffalo, but it does have a little bit of that blue cheese flavor. But the sort of standard Cheez-It cheddar cheesiness kind of balances things out, so the blue cheese isn't like overly in your face like some buffalo chicken with blue cheese flavors are. So I kind of wish it had more like buffalo sauce flavor to it, but I will give it kudos for having these distinct flavors that, like, none of them really overpowered each other, and it also had the good spice as well. So there was, it seems like a stupid thing to say, but there was some decent depth to the flavor profile and a good amount of spice from them. So very nice. All right, Salamox. Let's see if our strategy will work. I don't know if he's got any particular weaknesses. I'm just gonna queue up a salve because I think he's gonna hit the entire team with fire damage. And I'm gonna assume he's gonna be weak to ice or volt. Oh, he binds us. All right. Didn't expect that. But it's not a head bind. Is it a leg bind? It must be. Ah, he's gonna prevent us from dodging. Do we want to risk a turn on freeing ourselves? Whoa, okay. And he's got, unfortunately, very high evasion. Yeah, no. We're gonna need more defense. That I don't think we currently have the tools for. Okay, so Salamox is still off the table, regrettably. Let me just take a quick look. Yeah, okay. Weak to ice. Yeah, no, does not look feasible. I'm just going to take a quick look at the next floor to see if there's anything we can quickly access. No. Are there any quests that we can quickly finish before ending? Now that we need our characters to be level 50. I'm not going to worry about the trees. And that's floor 25 stuff. Yeah, okay. I think that's about all we can manage with our ambition during tonight's stream. Just gonna see. Okay. I think we're gonna read out to my buddy Nia Aska. She is currently playing some Halo, the Master Chief Collection. It looks like a collab of some sort, so probably some sort of co-op playthrough. Always a good time. She's very fun to be around. So I think you guys will enjoy her company. As for myself, Resident Evil Death Island just came out. So I think I'm going to watch that and going to do a watch party for it later, but I want to... Ooh, Halo Reach. That's a good one too. Especially. Yeah, I'm curious if I want to grab the Steelbook for Death Island before it goes out of stock. So I want to watch that sooner than later. Technically could have watched it sooner, but it is what it is. It officially only came out like yesterday, but could have technically watched it beforehand if I was aware enough. So I will report back and share my opinion on that when I next go live. Don't know if I'll be streaming Etrian Odyssey or Hi-Fi Rush before the weekend. I'm still tentatively planning to do Ghostwire on Saturday, maybe with a demo or two. Considering my upcoming interest, we might do some more of the Lies of P demo because we got halfway through it. I want to check out the demo for Evernights and maybe Hawken Reborn. Since I'm getting really into, I'm getting really interested in Armored Core 6. I'd kind of like to have that under my belt to be able to compare and contrast when that comes out. And then Sunday, hopefully, dependent on Kana's schedule, we may do some more Yakuza Like a Dragon. But that's a tentative plan for now. So if nothing else, I will hopefully see you guys on Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, that's the plan for now. So let us go say hi to Nia. And all of y'all have a wonderful evening. Hope you have sweet dreams. And as I told Dustin earlier, if you have not eaten or gotten your drink on, treat yourself. and stay hydrated. And peace out.